So you're looking for a USB-C power strip? I got the only 3 you're going to need in your house. Let's get into it. All right, so what today is going to be about more about what you need and less about what you want. These are not the funnest devices, but they are something that everyone needs in their house, and you need power strips, right? And I have 3 different kinds, and I'm going to show you why I picked these 3, and I kind of replaced all my old ones with these 3, and these are the only 3 that I need. I'm going to show you why, and also kind of do a review of them as well. So I picked 3 of them based off of just my specific needs, and they have special use cases on all 3 of them. Now they have USB-C connectors on all of them. They also have USB as well. And then they have power plugs, for any kind of device like a cell phone or whatever. And again, we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you all 3 and why I chose just these 3 for my house. And this will be perfect for any house. And then kind of giving you a quick review of them and all the specs and everything. If you haven't checked out my channel before, check it out. I'm going to show you right here all the different things I do. I do over 280 videos on technical stuff, reviews, tips, you name it, Apple, IBM, Chromebook. A lot of Apple though. But end of the story though, I wanted to go through these because these are super important in my house. So without further ado, I'm going to show you just the 3 that you need, and also, a review of them if you're looking for a USB-C power adapter, whatever you want to call these things, power strip. There's 3 different kinds. They're all completely different. Let's get into it. All right, so the very first one is called Addtam, and it comes in this little brown box. And I have another one I think is made by the same company with a different name. But they have really high reviews. I mean, I'm talking like 98% on Amazon. So I picked these up. I wanted to try it. So the very first one, and I'll have pictures of it here and stuff in a second, and I'll go through all the specs with you and stuff. But the very first one I picked here is just because of the form factor. It doesn't have a cord on it. It plugs into the wall directly. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plugs. And then, has a lot of USB ports on it as well. This is actually going to be a surge protector, so it does help with surges and things like that. Now, let's get into this one and why I chose it. I'm going to show some pictures coming up here, show you them up close, and then I'll tell you what I think of this one. But the reason I chose this one and what are the use cases for this one without the cord, let's get into it. All right, here's the box, and the cost is $19.99 on Amazon. So the reason I like this is you can plug it directly into the wall. It doesn't have a huge cord, and sometimes that's a pain. So also I like it because it does have 5 plugs, and you can see them here, but they're on all sides. So you can plug in a lot of different size devices, which I'll show you in a second. It does have 3 USB Type A and 1 USB Type C. I'll give you the specs on that in a little bit, but that's another reason I like it. The back of it does plug into both sockets. It's got like a little plastic thing to help hold it up so it doesn't kind of, slump. And then the plugs plug into the side like this. This is a big plug and it fits. And you can fit them all in here because of the way it's designed. So that's really nice as well. Giant plugs like this may not be the best just because they take up the front. But then again, you can always have them on the side as well. And that's really nice. Go ahead and pause this if you want. I'll just do the key points really quickly, but pause it. This is a surge protection up to 1800 joules. It's 15 amp capable, 1875 watts. It's got the 3 USB-A and 1 USB-C, 4.5 amps total. And it's, you can see the dimensions there. It takes about 6 hours to charge a laptop though, but cell phones it can do fast charging on, so it works really well. All right, the second one is called One Beat, and it's basically a corded power supply like this. You can see it's very thin, and it's got a braided cord on it. I'm going to show you specs just like I did in the last one. This is going to have just 3 power cords, or you can plug 3 different things into it, and it's going to have 3 USB Type A and 1 USB Type C. So there's a use case for this. Now this is actually not a surge protector. It doesn't have any joule rating for surge protection. So just keep that in mind with this one. This one's more of my move it around the house type of thing when I need it quickly or to charge a phone or something. So let's get into this one as well. I'm going to show you some close-ups. And why do I choose this one as my second one in the house? And then we'll get to the third. All right, the next one is the One Beat, and you can see the box. It looks eerily similar to the other one, so not sure if it's the same company. The reason I like this, though, is it's just very compact, it's light, and it's got a braided cord, so it's great for traveling. Now, this doesn't have any joule protection. I'll get into that in a second. It's just a power strip, but it does have the braided cord, which you can put it in a suitcase. It has 3 USB Type A, 1 USB Type C for charging, and that's actually really nice, and they're smart charging. The bottom has some rubber feet so it doesn't slide around if it's on the ground. That's a plus. It's just overall light and easy to move around the house. If I need to move it downstairs from upstairs, it's not a huge hassle. I like it. The one thing about this, it's only got three plug-in ports, and if you put a big thing like this charger in there, you can see it takes up 2 of them and you barely have room for 1. If you put in normal to medium size, you can still get them. They're spread out enough. So overall, I think it's a pretty good power strip. Here's the specs again. Go ahead and pause it. I'm not going to go through all of them, but it does have high ratings. It's got the 3 AC outlets, and it has 13 amp capable up to 1625 watts. It does not have any Joule protection. Just keep that in mind. That's the big one here. So no Joule protection. It's just a power strip. Go ahead and pause this though and take a look at the rest of the specs. All right, the third one is kind of my mainstay in the house. It's the one that's going to be in the basement, in the garage, everywhere I can put it. Under the couch if I need it for some other things like lighting. This is the Nekteck, I guess it's called the Nekteck, I'm not sure, N-E-K, Tech. And this is actually one of the best, and again, it's highly rated on Amazon. It's obviously, you can see it's a pretty big power supply. It's not that thick, and it does have screws in the back, and I'll get into that in a second, show you some close-ups. The reason I like this is it does have the USB-C and a USB-A on the bottom. Has a ton of different plugs, but the orientation of these plugs is great for almost anything. So this is just like my go-to for anything in the garage or whatever. And I just decided to switch all my old ones out. This definitely has surge protection built into it as well, highly rated. So let's get into this one next, and then we'll kind of wrap up the video and show you at the end of the video why I chose all of them again. All right, the third one is called Nekteck. I'm not sure how to say it, but this is the traditional one you're all used to. I love this one. This one's actually going to be my mainstay for the basement and the garage. You can see how the plugs are placed. There's, I think, 12 of them total, but they're placed in all different ways so that you can put giant plugs in here and small plugs together. Here's a giant plug, and I have another plug down here. You can see that there's still 7 or 8 plugs available, so really good setup here. It does have also the 2 ports here, one USB-A and one USB-C, up to 18 watts there. Here's the cord again. It's a really nice quality cord as well, all copper. It's got a green button that shows you that the power supply is on. The one thing with this is it's going to be bigger than the other units, obviously, but this is something you can mount also on a wall or something. Go ahead and take a look at the, pause this again, look at everything on here. It's up to 1800 watts capable. This has got 2,390 joules of protection, so it's a really nice surge protector on top of it. And anyways, go ahead and pause it here and look at the rest of it. It does come with a 12-month warranty and lifetime support as well. All right, what do you think? So that's my use case for these. I have 3 different uses for them. I use them all different ways, and in certain circumstances, I don't want this to be a huge cord on it. I just want this plugged directly into the wall, takes up less room and what have you. The second one is when I travel and when I actually need to move this around the house. It's very small, light, and I can move it very quickly. Granted, it doesn't have the Joule protection that some of the other ones do. And this is the one that I mount everywhere and I use kind of as my mainstay for the garage and for the basement. I do have all these USB ports on here as well, and they work great. And these are all going to be super highly rated on Amazon. You can check them out. I think they're like the highest rated ones, 4.8, 4.9 out of 5, with thousands of reviews on all of them. So if you're looking for a power supply, I kind of recommend these. Now again, I haven't used them long enough. I just switched them out not too long ago, and I really want to say, they've been working great for me. As far as longevity and things, I'm not sure about because I haven't had them long enough. But just the ease of use and actually being able to plug in USB-C like your phone. Obviously, like laptops and stuff may take a little bit longer on these things. But at the end of the day, it's just another added value. You don't have to actually always be looking for a charger and stuff. And I needed some new ones anyway, and they're not expensive. So links in the description as well on all these. So go ahead and check them out. Let me know what you think. Again, I'm not getting paid by these guys in any way or any form. I just kind of try new tech and let you know what I think of them. These all work pretty well for me. I had no explosions or anything like that on them. So that's all I can say. I'm not an expert, but at the end of the day, they work for me. So check out my channel. Almost 200 to 300 videos, all technology. Talk to you soon. Peace.